Are you just tired of just drawing random boring objects on your sketchbook or even in your schoolwork and just kind of question, wow, what did I really just draw? Or is this really art? Do you want to become a better artist yourself? Do you want to make art more exciting, more fun? And I bet you're going to ask, why exactly would I want to make art fun? Or art is just boring in my opinion. Well, as an artist myself, yes, I've been through those stages where I just sat at my boring old desk, or even when I go to school, I just draw random doodles on my assignment and I just question, what the heck is this? So in today's Drawing 101 demonstration, as an artist myself, I will go ahead and teach you how to draw simple basic forms using charcoal. 3D objects, of course. So, what is charcoal to be exactly? So, we're going to go ahead and get on with the supplies. As you can see, you just need a little bit of handful. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. So you need two different kinds of charcoals. We're going to be using two different kinds of charcoals for this method. You're going to be needing compressed. As you can see, it's a little bit more thicker. It's going to be darker whenever it comes to intensity and a little bit more contrasting. And then vine charcoal, which comes in this little plastic wrap right here, will be a little bit more lighter in grayscale. So keep in mind. The other thing that you really need is a kneaded eraser. So you definitely need this for definitely for charcoal works. A lot of artists have used. This will definitely help you lighten up areas, unnecessary areas, or if you wanted to add a little bit more highlight, add some highlight to it to give it a little bit more depth. Another thing that you really most importantly need is drawing paper. So as you can see, this drawing paper was able to hold the charcoal material really good. So colors are able to hold up really well. I definitely recommend something with a little bit more weight. And the reason why I'm saying this is that whenever you go to, definitely go to Michael's. I recommend it. That's where I get a lot of my my supplies. Cheaper too, great prices. You also get coupons as well. Anyways, so the reason why I'm saying that you need really heavyweight paper, the material really does hold on to it. So definitely get the Strathmore brand. I recommend it. It doesn't only have to be drawing paper. Go with mixed media, of course. Or painting paper, watercolor paper definitely does help as well. Just as long as I believe it is 90 or 98 pound paper, you should be good. The heavier the paper, the more the material is able to stick down. Also, you definitely, for this is dimension wise, size dimensions, definitely want to get 14 by 18 or 14 by 17. This is 18 by 24 inch drawing paper, so I recommend something a little bit bigger to draw your basic forms with. And of course, get yourself comfortable. As you can see, I'll be standing up for this process, so it's going to be a little bit more of an interesting way to do this tutorial. If you want to do this outside or inside, just keep in mind that you definitely need natural lighting in order for you to draw out your objects, know where your light source is coming from, where your shadows are at, and then you'll be good to go from there. Another thing is just that, grab yourself a cup of coffee, grab some water like I have right here. We're going to go ahead and begin this process. So, as you can see, these are just some examples that I have as of here. You definitely see some shadows, some cast shadows. When you work your way up, think of it this way as the most easiest method as possible. Darkest to lightest. Wherever your light source is hitting, depending on where your shadows are going to be. So as you can see here, the light source is coming from diagonal. So that's where the light is going to hit. And then as you work your way downward, you'll definitely see your cast shadow around the sphere underneath. And then your shadow is going to be behind. And then of course, something to give a little bit more realism, more depth. You definitely, if you want to add a little bit of a solid color background, you can. As you can see, just went a little bit with the background, darkest to a little bit of light. So we're going to go ahead and begin the process. I actually went ahead and gave myself a little bit of a head start just so we can proceed with the process. We're going to make this a little quick. Again, think of the dark to light method. Don't make it too complicated. So we're going to go ahead and start off with our compressed charcoal. So as you can see, we're gonna say, for example, my light source is hitting diagonal, just like the sphere. So I'm gonna start off basic. So as you can see, I had used my compressed charcoal to work my way to the bottom, and then we're gonna go our way to the top. This is definitely important as well. Make sure you also have your kneaded eraser. It is, by the way, it is a kind of like a gum paste kind of eraser that you use for highlighting. So let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and keep that right there. So as you can see, as I was kind of working my material inside the form, you definitely want to be able to use your hand as well for blending. Like I said, if you need to erase any unnecessary areas, go ahead and use your kneaded eraser, but not at this time just yet. We're going to go ahead and also one more thing too. Make sure you don't apply too much pressure whenever it comes to your lighter areas. You would definitely want to put less pressure as you're drawing your circle. What I like to do is go around, have more pressure, and as I build my way up to the light part, apply less pressure. So we're going to go ahead and add some of our vine charcoal. This will give a little bit more form to it, and as you can see, this may not be the best tutorial, but hopefully that'll kind of get you an understanding on where your light source will be directly hitting, and then where your shadows are. We can go ahead and do it as so right here. So this is probably the most sloppiest of all, but definitely something you want to keep very in mind of. If you definitely had learned a little bit from this as I was kind of explaining from it, and please feel free to repeat this process. Hopefully this was able to help. I tried my best as an artist, and let me know.